Bobby Pierce shut down and rebuked an activist who is mad about the name shootout or the term shootout in the Tulsa Shootout name. And he shut down this activist after his night 2 win at the Wild West Shootout. Roll this up over at stockcarreport.com. You can find the link in the description below. Let's just get into this right here. This ex-user Self-Celine posted this on January 5th, yesterday, saying maybe we shouldn't be using shootout to describe an event, hashtag Tulsa Shootout. And Bobby Pierce, the smooth operator, shut down this activist in Bobby Pierce fashion, saying don't zoom in and read the trophy or the massive check. Obviously, it says Wild West Shootout right there, and I would assume is from his second night win, where he beat Brandon Sheppard in a last lap pass, and had to fight off some tough competition. Garrett Alberson, Colin Weinbarger, Tyler Erb was in there. Mike Marlar was mixing it up there. Chase Younghands ended up finishing in third, getting a podium finish. Fantastic race, 3-ride racing throughout much of the race. It was really, really, really good. They had to navigate lap traffic. In fact, lap traffic played a major role in the finish, with Bobby Pierce using Sam Mars as a pick to get around Brandon Sheppard on the last lap. We'll have a look at that in a little bit here. But Bobby Pierce says it's another race with a similar name, a pretty badass race too. I think that's understating how awesome that night 2 race was. It was absolutely fantastic. Race of the year contender, in my opinion, already. And that's just how good Votto is and how it delivers year in and year out. And then Pierce concluded saying, leave my open wheel friends alone, Merca. So Bobby Pierce shutting down this activist who is taking issue with the term shootout in the Tulsa Shootout right there. Just absolute, utter nonsense. Bobby Pierce not putting up with it at all, shutting it down. And in fact, no one has any issues with the Tulsa Shootout. I mean, it's been around for 40 years. This was the 40th annual Tulsa Shootout that just took place January 1st to January 4th. We had 1,855 entries, 1,798 confirmed, the largest ever. Broke last year's record, which received 1,752 entries with 1,698 confirmed. There were 762 drivers from 438 cities and 5 countries. And it was a shootout. I mean, that race Saturday night between Christopher Bell and Kyle Busch at the Tulsa Shootout was an absolute fantastic race. It was a shootout. Kyle Larson. Larson tracking him down, riding the lip, ripping that lip. Christopher Bell trying to hold him off and was able to beat him out at the line. That is why it's called the Tulsa Shootout, because you get great racing like that. And we saw similar racing at the Wild West Shootout between Bobby Pierce and Brandon Sheppard here. Pierce, as you can see, that red number 32, Brandon Sheppard in the blue B5 in his new rocket chassis up there. This is about 4 laps ago. Let's take a look at what happens here. You can see Sheppard riding the lip up there. Pierce down below. He's got lap traffic ahead of him. Sheppard's going to use that lap traffic to kind of pull away a little bit here. Pierce gets a really, really good run all the way at the top, coming out of turn 2. Gets right up to Sheppard's quarter panel, but the lap traffic there, I think that's Whistler, kind of playing pick there. Sheppard's able to go up top, get around him, and then Pierce looks like he might not be able to get around. Sheppard's going to have to settle in behind him, but here he comes. Into turn 3 and 4. He's going to come down this front stretch. Sheppard chooses to go with the top, staying behind Sam Mars there. Pierce takes advantage of that, dives to the bottom, gets a huge run, sticks it down there, pulls ahead, and then Sheppard tries to shoot the gap, but he overdrives it a little bit, gets up over the cushion there. Pierce pulls away, takes the win with about 3 or 4 car lengths there. So that's a shootout. And it's aptly called a shootout because of what the racing product delivers. So I'm glad Bobby Pierce shut down this activist and did so in the smooth operator fashion right there. But let me know what you guys make of this. What do you make of Bobby Pierce shutting down this activist who is trying to get shootout removed from the Tulsa Shootout? Let me know in the comments below.